So as ever, I'm joined by Alex after our narrow 2-1 last gasp win today, I suppose, against Welton. The 100th game against Welton. We seem to be playing them almost every week at the moment. It's the third time this season. The first half seemed to be very well balanced. We almost cut each other out. How did you feel the game opened out?
Well, it was a terrible game of football, to be totally honest. It's not going to live long in the memory. It's probably one of those that both teams look at it and try and move on from straight away. So when the games go, they're not going to be pretty every single week, and that was the case today. And it was a mixture of conditions. I thought we were really loose on the ball. We couldn't pass the ball. It was just really, really sloppy. That was disappointing. And the way that they play, they're quite an aggressive side on the front foot, make it really difficult for you to settle, and very aggressive. And the extra man in midfield that they had caused us all sorts of problems, really.
We didn't seem to be able to get through them at all much the first half, could we?
Couldn't play through them. It was a mixture of, we weren't brave enough, really, and we didn't really want to, but they pressed really, really high. And it was really similar to actually the England game versus USA last night. We built play quite well, but we just couldn't play through them. And we stayed in the game, really. I thought they had the better the first half. They had some really good chances, and we just about hung on in there without really creating anything ourselves apart from a few moments. So you were sort of looking to get into half-time goalless, and then we go nick one really on the counter-attack out of nothing. Which is a great goal. As a good delivery from Ethan, and Archie Ferris cracking run across the near post and a bullet header into the top corner. It's just what you needed at half-time, really, because we were about to reset. Second half, it was we never really got going. I thought they overrun us again. We spoke about we might need to bypass their press and play over it or through it rather than into midfield, and we didn't really do that at all. We didn't really get a foothold in the game, and they grew, and I thought they deservedly got an equaliser from a set piece. Disappointing to concede from it, because I thought other than that, to a man, we were defensively outstanding today. We headed and kicked everything. The two centre-halves were magnificent.
We stood up to a lot of pressure from them throughout the match, and as you say, physical, but we stood up to it well, and then the sort of inevitable scorer scored against us almost. Yeah,
it was a real threat, and the deliveries they were put into our box were good, and it was disappointing to concede. And then the game, I thought we could take it the distance because we looked like we had good legs, especially from the bench. Again, we had to change shape to match them up into a diamond in midfield, which worked well in hindsight. It was a bit of a gamble to try and get more of a foothold in the game, and that gave us that bit of impetus to get further up the pitch. Meant we got onto a lot more second balls, which was good.
We seem to have a lot more shots. I mean, there was 2 or 3 shots wide, a couple over the bar, but from Nathaniel seemed to be quite a good bit of pressure, especially towards the end of the game.
Yeah, we were knocking on the door again the last 10 minutes, which has been a bit of a theme for us over the last few games. And again, willing the ball into the back of the net without maybe those moments. We had the one from Archie that was disallowed for offside just before we scored. But again, another goal sort of around the 90-minute mark. Brilliant from Henry Westlake, done really well in the build-up actually to thread Archie through, and then he's just chopped back inside and showed a real bit of good centre-forward composure in front of goal to slot that one in. And it was a big moment. It was I wouldn't say we deserved it. I think that's harsh on Welton actually, but I'll take it. Really, really happy because it's a big 3 points. Really, really big 3 points.
And considering the draw we had there not so long ago, which we were quite disappointed by, I suppose it's not revenge, but it feels like a little bit of balance for that night.
Yeah,
maybe.
I think football evens itself out. I think we deserve to win the first one down at their place, and probably a draw would have been a fair result today. So they say it balances out over a season. But I'm just pleased with the boys that kept going.
Yep.
I think we earned the right to win the game just because of the way we defended, and we huffed and puffed, and we eventually blew the house down. So. Really, really, really good win. It was a tough game, really, really difficult. We ain't going to be watching that one back on the video anytime soon.
No, it's not, as you say, it's not going to live long in the memory. And now we're moving on to the Cup next.
Yeah, it feels like it was yesterday since we played Mansfield here. So we'll have to do our homework in the week on New Milton and see what we can find out about them, because, being honest, we don't really know a lot. And then it's going to be more about us. If we play well and we approach the game and dictate it how we want to, we'll have to be better in possession today because, like I said, we were poor. But if we keep the door closed and keep a solid base and keep a clean sheet or being defensively sound, we'll give ourselves an opportunity. So we'll have to another week of planning, whether it's 1 session or 2. We'll see what the bodies are like, and look forward to another one in the Vase.
And I think there's some birthday greetings due from last week. So happy 21st again.
21st again, edging nearer that.
Edging nearer that.
30. But no, appreciate that. Thank you.
All right, mate. Speak to you soon.
Cheers. Thank you.